Gluten is defined as protein that can be found in wheat, barley, rye, and other grains. To most people, eating gluten is not a problem, but to some people who have celiac disease or gluten intolerance, it can be a real problem. Most would think that you could just take breads and cereals out of your diet, but the truth is that gluten is in much more than just those things and can actually be found in salad dressings and different types of candies and all sorts of other things like that. According to the Wheat-Free and Gluten-Free Cookbook for Kids and Busy Adults by Connie Sparrows, gluten intolerance can cause many problems such as digestive issues, as well as depression, fatigue, and weight gain. Today, I'm going to show you how to cook gluten-free pancakes that are tasty and good to eat. And I chose to make these pancakes for my son as one of the first things that I made for him when we decided to go gluten-free. My name is Hope Anderson, and I'm going to show you how to make gluten-free pancakes. The ingredients that you need to make gluten-free pancakes include 1 cup of rice flour, 3 tablespoons of tapioca flour, 1/3 of a cup of potato starch, a tablespoon of sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of xanthan gum. And those are the dry ingredients. The liquid ingredients are 4 tablespoons of vanilla yogurt, 2 eggs, 3 tablespoons of canola oil, and 2 cups of water. This may seem like a lot of ingredients, but when you have to cook gluten-free, the gluten in most ingredients is what keeps all of the ingredients together. And because that's not in these gluten-free pancakes, you have to add xanthan gum, which is a product that looks like this. It's just a powder that you add to hold the ingredients together. It's called a binder. And so with all of those ingredients, you can make pancakes just like you would if they had wheat flour in them. The utensils that you need to make the gluten-free pancakes are a big mixing bowl, mixing spoons and measuring cups for measuring the ingredients. You also need a griddle preheated to 400 degrees, as well as a pancake flipper and a whisk. So the first thing that you do when you are mixing all the ingredients together, you put all the dry ingredients into a mixing bowl, and then you add your liquid ingredients next. So you'll add your yogurt, then you add your eggs, and next you'll add your canola oil, and then you're going to whisk that all together. And this batter will get to be quite runny when you add the water, but you want it to be like that. And so, you add the 2 cups of water, and it will get quite liquidy. You have to be careful stirring it so it doesn't get everywhere. And all of these ingredients, when you mix them together, will form a pancake batter. And you'll want to make sure that your griddle is being preheated while you're doing this, because it needs to be 400 degrees. So it takes a little bit to stir this up, and while you're stirring it up, make sure that that griddle is heated. And then what you're going to do, once it's all mixed together nicely, is you're going to take a 1/3 cup of your 1/3 cup measuring cup, and you're going to pour it onto the griddle. And then you want to make sure that the griddle is really hot when you're doing this, otherwise the pancakes won't cook properly. So you're going to take your 1/3 cup measuring cup and fill it up. And when you put them on the griddle, you want to make sure you keep some space in between so that they don't run together. I usually do about 4 pancakes at a time. To know when the pancakes are done, you just have to make sure that you watch for them to bubble up. If you want to get a closer shot of the pancakes so we can see them as they're bubbling. So it'll take a little bit, but as you'll see, as they start bubbling up, you'll start to notice that they're cooking all the way through, and you want to make sure that they're cooked all the way through before you flip them over. So you're starting to see on this one that it's starting to bubble up well, which is what we want. So now you can continue seeing them getting quite bubbly. And as they do that, they're getting cooked all the way through, and they're going to be just, with regular wheat pancakes, you'll notice that they brown a lot more. With these pancakes, they're going to be a lighter color, which is what they should be. So as they start bubbling, now they're getting that nice bubbly look to them. I'm going to flip one of them over. Oh, that one got a little, wasn't quite ready. So I'm going to let this one wait just a minute. Okay, this one should be ready to go. I'm going to flip it over and see it's just lightly browned, which is what you want. So I'm going to let that one cook, and then I'm going to let these cook for a little bit longer because the edges still aren't quite bubbly. In conclusion, when choosing to go gluten-free, it may seem like a lot of extra work and a lot of extra ingredients, but you will find that your everyday foods that you're used to eating can be made in a healthy way without the gluten, and can be made really well and quite simply if you learn about the ingredients that you need. And soon you'll learn how to cook well, and you'll be able to have pancakes that are just as good as Perkins. Thank you.